Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Slay the Spire. Let's see what happens with Silent Ascension 19. Mixed bag luck lately. We'll see. Rare colorless card with a curse. I do hate the curse. I've got the hiccups all of a sudden. I do hate the curse, but what if we go heavy question marks? We find an event that lets us either upgrade the card that we get or remove the curse. It's like, what about this path? We go to one late shop, maybe remove a curse if we still have it, fight 2 elites, 1 rest. Yeah, there's no path that lets us fight 3 elites unless we want to fight a burning elite, and with no rests, which I think is a little bit dangerous. So why don't we go this path, 3 question marks, we'll see what happens. Give me the curse, it is injury, and the secret card is Secret Technique, Panache, or Metamorphosis. Panache with shivs is actually kind of nice. But Secret Technique, very good to get your deck started early, especially if you put this into a bottle. But I'm gonna take Panache. It's a free card, which I kind of like. Injury we don't really need to remove, but I still might go this route just to see what happens. But if we can add in 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be really hard to hit 5 cards now, but in theory, in the future, add some shivs, all of a sudden we're doing, 14 damage per 5 cards, and then we start balling out of control. Dude, this fight is gonna suck. Like, we gotta kill this guy at some point. We need 3 strikes to do it. Ugh, we got it. Regen potion, Caltrops, footwork, masterful stab. Definitely want a footwork, although Caltrops very good if we're going up against the heart, which we probably will. Let's not make no mistake about it, that is gonna happen. I'm gonna pop regen. I should have done it on turn 1. We know that we're gonna want it anyways. Let's just get it out there. Have any of you gotten accuracy to work? Asks Value the End. It's been a while since I've had a successful Shiv build as the Silent. Let's just say that. Shivs tend to be a little bit more risk reward, especially if you're going up against the heart, because, you gotta put up the block to play the Shiv cards to begin with, so it ends up not really working as well as I would like. Thank God I used that regen potion because we are hurting, but we're not that bad off. Cloak and Dagger, set up Poison Stab. Cloak and Dagger is a shiv and it gets us started. It's not a great shiv enabler because we need to upgrade it to still get to 5 cards in 1 turn, but we're getting there. Hit, Newt, Survivor. Rebecca says shivs on low ascension are fun. It is fun. It's just not reliable, later in the game. And I wish that they were. I like that we haven't gotten Panache to trigger once yet. Like, it'll happen eventually. We just need to keep adding in, more cards and upgrading them to get to that point. Honestly, I am going to take the gold because we have a shop coming up in the future and 11 HP is not that bad. I'll also take another injury, I think. Again, curses, we can just remove them, but we have to get Cloak and Dagger upgraded to hit the Panache trigger. Because now we have 3 cards for 1 energy, we can play like a defend and a strike and hit it. So we should be able to get it at least once on this combat, even though this turn kind of blows, and there's 2 injuries. I'm hurting. You know what we need? Duvudal. Duvudal with 3 curses in the deck would be fantastic. Oh look, 4 cards. Please, just draw a Cloak and Dagger, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've done it! Hallelujah! Panache has been triggered. Oh my god. Mud says, when I'm gonna see the defect again? In your dreams? Or on the, YouTube playlist. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, you're dead. 21 HP. Kinda low. Escape plan. I actually do like it for panache trigger. Even though footwork is good, we already have one. Let's start adding in cards to widen the deck a little bit. Now it's not gonna be able to be triggered on this turn, but escape plan, it's a good card. And also, oh my god. No blocks. It's a good card, and also now it's easier to hit with the addition. Oh good, we hit panache unnecessarily. Acrobatics, quick slash, setup. We have no expensive cards, so I don't like setup. I guess we could take like a quick slash or an acrobatics, but what are you looking for out of an acrobatics? Just more cards to play. I don't know, I'm pretty sure we're gonna die. 300 gold. Toxic Egg is an instant take, even though, Adrenaline and Panacea are amazing. We need to get that Toxic Egg early so we can add in cards. That is such a good relic. Okay, now, this is kind of scary, but I have an idea, I think. Okay, well. Still, it's pretty bad. We do take 2 damage, but at least, they're all freaking dead and, oh, hey, look, it's panache, I'll play it. Prepared, backstab, flying knee. I like the early damage, but prepared is good for panache triggers. I'm gonna take the backstab. I really think that early damage is gonna be worth more than the prepared. Hopefully we can just add a prepared at some point. 13 plus 6, 19 damage. Not enough to kill you, so we will have to play Survivor and take 1 damage and then kill you next turn. We should have played Panache, but it's... I was gonna say it's not going to be necessary at all, but it would have actually killed him on this turn had I played it. So, what can I say? That's just a misplay. Should have played Panache, he would be dead. Instead, he's gonna kill us. Well, no, we were gonna live with 1 HP. Well, if ever there was a misplay, there it is. And now we get an upgraded Blade Dance, and we have to leave, and then we gotta fight an elite. So, mistakes were made. That was just, total misplay. In theory we can live, but we have to draw literally perfectly. There you go. All right, not good enough. See you later. Don't look at this run. This run never happened. We're gonna continue on as the silent. That run never happened. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP. Ah, beautiful. Guaranteed 2 elites if we not play properly, get lucky. So we're gonna try to get lucky. That could have been interesting with Panache, but that's fine. I'll take an escape plan, it's a good late card. And I'll purge a defend early. We knew that we were going to a shop. I will add a sucker punch, I think. Yeah. And I'll even buy a fire potion so we can maybe fight an elite that is not free if we have to, which is gonna happen now. Cloak and Dagger, deflect, flying knee. Give me a flying knee. It's another shop, which is unfortunate, but I'll take a backflip. Having 2 shops on the way up is just awful. It's just awful. But at least that fight has been taken care of. And I don't know, sneaky strike? We'll, yes, survivor sneaky, maybe? Purple fire spirits is a little early. I guess you can take a strike and then we'll fight the sentries. Pretty bad time to be doing it, but here we are. We'll give it a go. Early prismatic? Nah. I hate the card so much I didn't even consider it as an option. Just gonna toss this. Make my life easier. Well, now we just, we draw what we draw and we play it. It didn't go too badly. It's worth more to play the flying knee than it is to play sneaky strike. At least you're dead. We have a lot of blocks coming up on the next turn, so we're gonna take none. Was really hoping to draw another attack, but hey, at least we're purging all of those dazes. Oh, that's what I'll say. I don't think we're gonna kill him within 2 turns though. We have, well, now we will. We drew the only selection of cards that meant we couldn't kill him. But we still have 47 HP, I'm pretty happy with that, and Blood Vial is nice. Infinite Blades is a little slow. Give me a Cloak and Dagger. We could have also taken Prepared to maybe make it more likely to hit the Sneaky Strike, but we can just hit Sneaky Strike right now if we really want to. It's not a bad turn 1, but Gremlin Knob is such an annoyance to fight. I'm doing this because we have weakness next turn. 37 damage. 21 damage. Well, we will kill you with 2 HP remaining. Preserved Insect is pretty good. There's no more elites for us to fight on this floor, but maybe next floor we can take some advantage out of that. Doing 19 damage, huh? Well, why play the backflip if you can't play the sneaky later, huh? You ever think about that? At least we got some damage out of the Cloak and Daggers on this turn. I'm not really building the deck around anything right now, and maybe that's to my disadvantage. Maybe I should have just played the strike. Maybe I should have already started to focus in one direction, like taking all the Sneaky Strikes and Prepareds, taking all of the Cloak and Daggers. You know, I'm straddling the line of several things because I'm like, I don't know what this deck is doing right now. Maybe that is part of the problem with my like deck selections and whatnot. Maybe I just need to focus down one path a little bit more heavily. Yeah. Well, really wish I could use these, but maybe not. Still taking no damage though. Leg Sweep, Infinite Blades, outmaneuver. I mean, Infinite Blades is a shiv per turn, but I also do like Leg Sweep for block. Outmaneuver is nice too, but we'll take the block. Oh no. Although, we get a Sneaky for free, and a Sneaky for free, and then you die, and then you die, and then you're gonna die. That was not bad. To get 2 Sneaky Strikes on turn 1 and play them is pretty sweet. And this guy is only 1 strike away from death, so I think we're gonna make it out of this gremlin fight taking no damage, which is not normally what happens. Hate to say it, but if we take 3, it's in our best interest. Gotta hit you for 2. All right. Flying Knee, Endless Agony, Flechettes. I guess we could take a Flechettes. Especially if we draw it on turn 1, that's worth a lot of damage. Sucker Punch for a little bit more weakness. Yeah, upgrade that Sucker Punch. Not a very good turn 1 though. You're doing 12 damage. Survivor, defend. Sneaky, sucker, cloak, taking no damage. We're a very physical deck, which is not really that good with, oh nice. Which is not really that good with silent, especially early. But we'll try. I'll try as much as I can anyways. I don't know, we should have played, we definitely should have played Flechettes. He wasn't even attacking. We've done 100 damage in 5 turns. I'm definitely getting scared. Okay, we'll make you weak for the next turn. I overblocked, should have played a strike. I'm just making simple mistakes because, I mean, I'll just be honest with you. My head hurts and it's making it kind of hard to concentrate. But hey, we have 1 HP. That should be easy enough. You know, just don't die. All right, let's do this one again. You know what? Screw the silent. Silent sucks. The silent sucks. Wait. The silent sucks. Let's play as a Watcher. No, I don't want to play as a Watcher. I'll keep playing as a silent. Why not? At least we made it to the boss. We can get a common relic now. 99 gold for a rare card. What would you want as the silent? The rare cards as a silent are not that good. Like, Nightmare is too expensive. Wraith Form, you need to upgrade it and it's too expensive. Burst? After Image? Adrenaline? They're good, but they're only one-time use only. I'm gonna go for the random common relic. Preserved Insect is pretty good. Ogrim says Silent has the best rares. I think you are high as anything. You want Apotheosis? Unfortunately, it's not colorless. I like this though. I like Preserved Insect early. Possible many elite fights that are easier than normal. All right, we'll try to fight this elite and go to the shop. That would be the best outcome for us. We get no value out of Preserved Insect until we fight the elite though, so we should be prepared for it to kind of suck for a little while. Oh good, 3 defends. Okay, you are dead. Well-laid plans blur outmaneuver. I'm gonna take a blur before well-laid plans. Well-laid plans is amazing, but I'm gonna take a blur because now if we get a turn where we draw all defense, we can still play them with the blur and get value out of them. Unlike that turn that we had previously when it was like, hey, I drew 3 defends and you're not attacking, I can't do anything with them. Now on a turn like this, we could even, you know, put up a little bit of block prematurely. But we have a lot of blocks coming up, so I'm just gonna hit you. $18 means we can kill you, we just need 3 strikes. Didn't get there, but this is what Blur is for. and you're dead. I would still love a well-laid plans, but I think the blur early's a little bit better, and we're gonna definitely take a bouncing flask because it is, you know, good, as opposed to other things which are maybe not so good. I don't want a curse going up to these elite fights yet. That's absurdly lucky, because we had no blocks. Because I mean, I didn't add any, but I've only added 2 cards. Well, I did add a block, actually. It was a blur. I immediately forgot that was a card that I added. Fire Potion is nice. Blade Dance, Heel Hook, Flying Knee. You know, I am gonna take a Blade Dance. I think there is room. Oh my god. Yoink. I think there is room for a Blade Dance in a normal deck. Because if you get a Shuriken or a Kunai, you can still take advantage of it. If you get Ornamental Fan, you can take advantage of it. It's not that bad. Even though I make it out to be like the worst thing ever. Why would I ever want shivs in my deck? Excuse me. No, it's not like that. Slice, Tactician, Prepared. Tactician is really good if you can hit it. Or if you go like draw, discard, infinity build, maybe you can make a Tactician work. Should we? Should we try to go draw, discard, infinite with Tactician? I don't think I've ever made it work, but it's possible. I mean, I suppose it's, you know, doing good work here immediately. Bum, 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 bum. Well, if a bouncing flask hits you twice, I can kill you. It almost did. I still think I'll play the Blade Dance though, just to make sure you die. I mean, you know, that's 3 energy going up against the sentries. What are you gonna play on that turn? There's not much for you to play. Goodbye, Tactician. No. Yeah, I've never really made a draw discard deck work. Adding in lots of acrobatics, bursts, prepared, tactician, reflex. I'm willing to give it a shot, but we're gonna need to add in a lot of draw discard to make it work. And we still might be best off just putting poison and shivs into the deck, you never know. I have to do 1 damage. Luckily we got there. Strike Dummy, it's fine early. I will take a backflip. I will take a Corpse Explosion. Sneaky Strike is draw discard meta, but now we've got like a bit of a poison deck here with block thrown in. So I'm like, it might be best to purge like a strike and get to the poison quickly. But if we fight Gremlin Knob, I mean, we've only added skills. Gremlin Knob is gonna be a pain in the ass to fight. But let's do it. Let's do it. In fact, is there a cheap potion? There's not. All right. It's Lagavulin, thank you. I wish I could have upgraded Bouncing Flask, but that's good enough. I guess with Strike Dummy, the strikes are okay, so you might have an okay time against Gremlin Knob, even though it's still probably gonna suck a little bit. It's not gonna be as bad as it otherwise would. All right, you're dead. Could be better, could be worse. Bullet Time, dodge and a roll, Dagger Spray. If you can retain cards and play Bullet Time, it's not that bad. I'll add it. I'll add it and we'll see what happens, I suppose. Horncleat, second turn, 14 block. Let's rest. Probably Gremlin Knob, and on turn 2 we're taking no damage, which is nice. I'm not gonna play a Power Potion. If we draw poison, he should be dead within a turn. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty much what we expected. So we took no damage there, which is absurd. Cannot become frail is fantastic, and a footwork is awesome. So we have our deck, I think. I think we've constructed our deck finally. We know what we're doing. It's poison, corpse explosion with a little bit of possible energy gain and discarding, draw, bullet time, footwork, defense. And now we just need to build with this in mind. Let's make sure that you're dead next turn, because the fungi beast on the left is not going to attack. Perfect. Regen potion. You know, I kind of like our potions right now. Crippling Cloud, Tactician, Calculated Gamble. Calculated Gamble is pretty good, but I really like Crippling Cloud myself. I'm gonna fight the Burning Elite. This kind of seems like a dumb idea, but we actually have quite a lot of power available right now. Footwork is nice, as is Noxious. With Corpse Explosion, they will all die, so I think we just want Footwork to block. Didn't draw it, but we'll draw it next turn. So we'll roll over block. With rolling over block, they will die when Corpse Explosion and a strike hits. So let's make sure we have the most block for next turn, roll it over. We don't need to play any defense, we just need to play Corpse Explosion and a strike, and then they're all dead. This works too. Fantastic fight. I'm very glad I decided to do this. And there's Reflex, so if you really do want to go infinite with your draw discard, there you go. I'm gonna add it just because I think it's interesting. And we're gonna purge another strike, because we definitely don't need it. And we're gonna upgrade our Bouncing Flask, or Crippling Cloud. 7 poison, 4 to 7 or 9 to 12. Let's go 9 to 12. Fantastic. Not a very good opening turn, but have a strike. Okay, footwork, backflip. Might as well blur. Roll over 10 block. Maybe we'll have a poison turn coming up at some point. Hey, there's our poison. Took a little while. Guaranteed to draw Corpse Explosion, so I'm just gonna do it. Got a free defend too. And nothing to do here. Thank you, Bullet Time. But we need well-laid plans to make Bullet Time, Reflex, Tactician work. They're great cards, but they really do need a little bit of work to make work. 4 to 7 is better for the hallway fights like the birds. I do agree with you on that, actually. Crippling Cloud is a great upgrade for wide enemies, but because we were fighting Hexaghost, I wanted a replayable 12 poison instead of 9 poison. That's the only reason why I decided on the Bouncing Flask over the Crippling Cloud, but Crippling Cloud for Act 2 is probably better. In fact, it's probably more than probably better. It probably definitely is better. You have 30 poison. It's 120 damage right now, but we're not gonna be putting up much damage in the future. I think we have to I think we have to Corpse Explosion you to kill you before you kill us. This is a garbage turn. We have to live on this turn, by the way. We will. Barely. They're both an increase of 6 damage. No, 4 to 7 and 9 to 12 is an increase of 3 damage. That's how math works. Value the End says, to be honest, I kind of wish Corpse Explosion exhausted itself on use. I actually really like, and I know After Images block, but alchemizes potions. I kind of like that it's replayable because it means that this is also a poison enabling card. You don't necessarily need to have, more poison in your deck to make this work as a standalone poison enabler. I really like Alchemize. Gain energy at the start of your turn. All enemies gain 1 strength. I really don't like either of these. I want to see the enemy intense, and I don't want to give the heart 1 more strength. Without melees in the deck already, this is going to be really tough to deal with. That being said, we could take card draw, but then we run into the energy problem, which is bullet time might be a little bit more likely to hit other cards, but we still have only 3 energy. We can't become frail though, and we do have a footwork. So this is tough. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Okay, I have to correct someone in chat. Ogrim says, no matter what you upgrade, it's an increase of 6 damage with poison. That's not correct. 4 poison does 10 damage, 4 times 5 divided by 2. 7 poison does 26 damage. So upgrading Crippling Cloud does increase the total poison by 16, but you should never think of poison in terms of total damage done. That's not a very effective way of thinking about poison. If you're doing poison, you should always be incrementing the poison. You need to think about it as increasing the damage per turn. If you go from 4 to 7 poison, don't think of it as an increase in 16 damage. Think of it as an increase of 3 damage per turn. Corpse Explosion, 6 to 9, is an increase of 3 damage per turn until the target's dead. Bouncing Flask, 9 to 12, it's an increase of 3 poison damage per turn until the enemy is dead. So really, they're all effectively identical when you upgrade them. The upgrade is the same damage, because you don't want an enemy to last 7 turns for, the poison to do all of its damage, because that means you're not applying any more poison. Dude, we have so many expensive cards, we need energy, so I am gonna go Philosopher's Stone. After all that consideration, I looked at the deck, saw we had expensive cards, we need to play them. We're gonna take it, we're gonna hope it works out, and if it doesn't, hey, we tried. Act 2 elites are definitely very scary though. This is also like a horrible turn. You're doing 14 damage. Well, I suppose we'll block. Still gonna take 2, but that's fine. If we hit you, you're dead. Okay. And we do get 1 potion out of this. And if we fight the birds, we're gonna like having liquid freaking bronze. Oh, whatever, just die. Snecko oil, not what we want. I will take another backflip. With extra energy, we want it, and also if we draw bullet time, we can backflip, then bullet time. So I'm gonna go here, and then we're gonna decide where to go from there. I will purge a card. We don't want strikes. We want poison, so we'll run it. Free block, sure, I'll grab it. 6 block, you hope it doesn't matter, but maybe it does. Gain 3 thorns, or Snecko oil. I guess we'll discard Snecko oil, because it's dangerous as hell. And then honestly, I think I'm gonna play Essence of Steel. No, we can't become frail. We have like no block coming up though. I am gonna play it. So I can roll over extra block if we don't draw a block on this turn. But you know, we had Horn Cleats, so maybe that was a silly move. Whatever, it's 1 potion and we have an Alchemize, so we get potions for free. Let's not worry about it. Now, for this hopefully being a poison deck, we need more poison. That much is obvious. We'll get there, I hope. We need well-laid plans, though. That would tie the deck together so well. Because we have this Reflex and Tactician that we added in early that we haven't been doing anything with. I would like to do something with these cards, please. So that was Sundial. Goodbye, Sundial. Could have stalled and gotten closer to Happy Flower. Would have been nice. I don't want these, so I'm gonna skip. Burst wouldn't be bad. Burst would be the perfect card added to this deck. Burst and Catalyst. Sucker Punch, Concentrate, Concentrate, Parasite. Parasite, Neutralize, Neutralize, Doppelganger. I don't really want any of those cards. I think we'll go here and upgrade. Upgrade like Crippling Cloud? Yeah, those cards were awful. Those cards were very bad. So Crippling Cloud, Corpse Explosion does kill the enemies, but we can also do that with an Explosive Potion itself, so we could just play blocks on this turn if we really wanted to. Let's start with a backflip. Okay, so I think we'll explode. I think we'll block a little bit more, and then put 12 poison on him. And I'm also gonna pop the bronze, because it's 9 more damage on this turn. I really want to get this guy killed quickly. Because his minions also spawn with more strength, which is annoying. Ah, this is a nice turn. A whole lot of nothing. Sweet, bullet time. Wish we had more weakness. If we played Crippling Cloud, we would have had weakness on that turn. Whatever. Shiv pluses. Corpse Explosion you, so that when you die next turn, you'll explode and kill all your friends. Hopefully. You will explode and kill your friends next turn, and we're gonna take the slightest bit of damage right now. 3. And the gremlin leader is gonna attack, guaranteed. So he's gonna take 15 damage, and he's taking another 7, so he's taking 22. We have to do 18 damage. He's gonna live. Now he's gonna die. I know we used our potions for this, but that's what they're for, and that's why we have the alchemize. Pen nib, not really what we want. I will take another corpus explosion. That's a good card. What a fantastic draw. Go ahead, make me hexed, you hexing son of a gun. All right, this is gonna suck for a day's perspective. You're dead next turn. Okay, we have 6 dazes, but we did roll over 29 block, which was enough. So you're gonna do 56 damage to your friend. There goes those dazes. We can kill him. If we draw Blade Dance and Crippling Cloud, he should be dead. Barely, but we got him. Okay, good fight. We had a potion we could have used too if we needed it. Well-Laid Plans is a must add. Bottled Lightning. Honestly, bullet time turn 1, because we're gonna have a lot of cards turn 1. Now, do we fight an elite? I am gonna fight an elite. You wanna know why? We have 2 potions. And this guy's weak. Weak as hell. This is a weird one, but attack potion. I'm looking for draw, didn't get it. Flechettes, still pretty decent. Then we're going to duplication potion, alchemize. I'm looking for draw, we didn't get it, but we can flechettes, bullet time, strike, and you know, I'll put up some more block. That was not a very great turn 1. We didn't get any of our expensive cards. Oh well, I guess. You're in for 24. Go ahead and hit me for 3. 25 damage. Well, we will live. We do need to hit you with more poison. Let's draw. Crippling Cloud is probably the best play here because of the weakness. I'm thinking like Crippling Cloud, Well-Laid Plans, and hold some cards. The 2 turns of weakness plus the 7 poison per turn is pretty good. And then we can footwork, 5 energy on this turn because of Happy Flower. He's doing 30 damage, so, you know, there's... I misclicked, that's fine. There's another 9 being taken, but he is dead, finally. That did not go that poorly, considering it could have gone a lot worse. Could have gone a lot better. We got calipers. That's not really what I'm looking for. I will take prepared. We need to get rid of these tacticians in our hand. And this is like a great turn 1. Expensive, expensive, rollover, Well-Laid Plans, beautiful. Cannot become frail. This is still fine, because we can hold on to Crippling Cloud. I don't know if we have you. You're only hitting for 27 though. I can put up more than enough block and make sure that you die next turn. but you know what? We would have exactly had you on lethal had we played the strike. I was worried about the block, but because we had the ability to put out enough block ourselves, I didn't worry about it at all. And hey, it gave us an opportunity to get some more potions. Outmaneuver Tools of the Trade riddle with holes. Tools of the Trade is very good because it'll make our 2 discard cards work, which seems good to me. What is this? Liquid bronze. The Shiv potion has the same shape, and I get them confused sometimes. My bad. Excuse me. My apologies. Okay, please roll over some block. Thank you. Roll over 4. He's gonna do a heal, and we have more than enough block on this turn. I do want to play Crippling Cloud, and I think I just want to play all my powers. So we'll just hold on to the footwork. With Tools of the Trade, Reflex and Tactician are discardable now. Draw more cards, give me an Alchemize, prepared to dump the Tactician. And now you can kind of see that having the Reflex and Tactician in the deck, they're not necessarily a negative. You have to enable them, but once they're enabled, they're actually pretty good cards. This is also a very good turn. Backflip, backflip, bullet time. That's a lot of cards being played on one turn. Still need a malaise added to this deck at some point. Yeah, do it like this because we can just discard Tactician. We can actually do it for free. Or I can just kill you, I suppose. Yeah. I can see this working. 243 damage, I like it. Fear Potion. Poison is probably worth more. Choke, dodge, skewer. Dodge is a very good footwork target. So I kinda like it. We're going to upgrade cards. We need to upgrade Tools of the Trade, Well-Laid Plans, Alchemize. Let's start with the Tools of the Trade. Now, I'm not that worried about this fight. You might think I'm worried. Actually not that worried. All we need to do is just kill one of them. Block potion, I like it. Now, normally you would focus on the ones that have the most health because then you'll be able to kill them. You're already dead. You'll be able to kill them. You'll be able to kill everyone when the one with the most amount of health dies, because if the one with 53 health dies, it only does 53 damage to his friends. But we had another corpse explosion. We had Crippling Cloud. I figured we would have been fine. And we were fine. I'm not gonna add a second dodge and roll though. We have so much in this deck to like upgrade. It's absurd. I will rest, because the champ is a horrible, awful fight that is very difficult. And believe it or not, but this is a turn 1. We have to do it like this. This is a turn 1 that you just block on. No poison necessary. This is a horrible turn 2. Guess we'll take Survivor. Ice Cream would be really nice because we're ending turns with a lot of energy sometimes. There's my Alchemize. One day we'll get that. Do we need to weaken you? I actually think that we're better off. I think we're better off with just a Bouncing Flask. Let's not use the weakness if we don't need it to survive. Calipers. It's so hard to put up enough block. That's the problem. Liquid memories. That could be very useful. It's not a very good turn, but hey, we have 7 block. And again, corpse explosion, bouncing flask, survivor, dodge, and roll. I mean, we want to play the blocks. I guess dump 1 corpse explosion, and then I suppose because our hand is so expensive, we'll play everything. We'll take 5 damage. Poison is starting to stack, but it's a little slow. Again, I kind of want to save this for after he flips, so I'm kind of just like, I'm of the opinion that we'll just stack up block there. We roll over a whole 11. No bullet time? Give me bullet time? Let's go. That's a great bullet time. We roll over a whole 5 block. I mean, it's... Oh, well, I guess we had blur. It's almost impossible to roll over blocks because of calipers. We're gonna have to, you know, roll over block because of... He's gonna purge his poison. We're gonna have to roll over block because of blur for the most part. I will say this turn is probably an exception because we only drew blocks and 1 corpse explosion. So we will roll over block here. 34. That's why we have Crippling Cloud. As good as it's gonna get. Still, we're rolling over 10 thanks to blur. He's only doing 30. We do have sundial on this turn, so we want to keep backflip. We'll just dump reflex so we get more cards to play. Didn't backflip the backflip, but that's fine. Poison is starting to stack very easily. This guy has no chance of living. He's screwed. He's screwed, dude. We have blur, so I'm gonna play this. I was thinking about holding it, but he doesn't always take a turn off on this turn, so I felt like we should just, you know, run the risk of him attacking and put up some block. He's dead. He's dead. Draw more? Draw more? Now you're dead. Okay, we're gonna make it to Act 3. We have a poison deck with some blocks thrown in and an alchemize. It's kind of working. I got to admit, I kind of like After Image here. And what I'm thinking is on the heart fight, on later fights, we are gonna desperately want more block. The more of these we add to the deck, the more block we get playing cards, which means that the more block we get against the heart fight, which could help save our lives. Any amount of block could be important, so I kind of like it. And with calipers and blur, you know, there's a chance that we can build up enough block that we can roll it over, even on off turns. Doppelganger, if you draw it early is nice, so that you can maybe roll over for like turn 2 on the books, not the books, the spear in the shield. But I think I just want an after image just for a little bit of blockability. And here, this is tempting. We can purge all strikes and defends and transform them, or we can hold cards in hand, which means we don't need well-laid plans, which means that we can hold on to bullet time to play it with, you know, a massive amount of cards, which I actually really love the idea of. We have 4 energy. Why not take Runic Pyramid? We have bullet time in hand. We can save bullet time for when we need to just play infinite cards, and then we can just save reflex and tactician for when we can discard them. They'll never be discarded. And we do have strikes and defends in the deck, but we'll just play them when we draw bullet time, and we'll just play them for free, unfortunately. But I really like Runic here. I think Pandora, like, it could give us amazing cards, but we have no eggs, so none of this is gonna be upgraded, and it could just be random BS that doesn't fit in the deck. I'd really prefer Runic to hold on to blocks to play them properly. And we could also, we're gonna need this, but if we can add in Piercing Whales, we can hold those for the Heart Fight too. We have no strength negation, no Piercing Whales, no Malaises. Those are desperately what we're gonna be searching for here. So, 383 gold. We've already fought the Burning Elite. I like this path. In fact, I really like this path. We don't get many upgrade opportunities, but we do fight several elites, lots of question marks, and a shop. So, turn 1, do we need bullet time? Not really. We're prepared. Dump some strikes. Toss out a Crippling Cloud. Toss out a Corpse Explosion on the weakest one. Save these cards. Save bullet time. Concentrate would be amazing. That's true. We tend to have enough energy with Happy Flower and bullet time, so maybe it's not completely necessary, but we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Let's we're gonna play everything. After Image, bullet time, tools, corpse, defend, defend, defend. Taking no damage. Do we alchemize? I really like our potions, so I think I'm just gonna end turn. Like, I'm thinking about it, and if we alchemize, what are we looking for? I've got to feel like we're not really looking for much. Are there 2 CE in this deck? How did that happen? Luck. Luck is how that happened. Deflect, Prepared, Deadly Poison. I do like Prepared to discard, but I'd prefer it to be upgraded. Free Deflect is also tempting, but I really like the deck right now. I don't think we need a second one, because I'm never gonna upgrade it. I want to thin out the deck instead of just adding stuff to it at this point, I think. We can dump this, and then we can dump this. We will bullet time here. But we'll hold on to some defends, because there's no reason to play them. I mean, we could play them, but we're only gonna roll over like 4 block. We don't even need the block on this turn. Pen Nib, might as well hit him with that. And then you have 9, you have this. Poison will kill you, so I'm just gonna hit the Repulsor, and now that we're gonna roll over more block, I'll play 1 defend. Don't need the Alchemize. Now I'm just playing it to dump my hand, because we can roll over like 20 block. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Thorns. We gotta think about the heart fight. We can't become frail, but if we can get 1 artifact potion, we'd be very happy about that. Liquid Bronze 2. Piercing Whale, have to take it. Oh, I hate this guy. He's gonna debuff us, but the debuff is really not that bad. Let's just hit him. This is probably potion worthy. Like, take 1 damage. Yeah. Yeah, I hate Tankala, aka Writhing Mass. Kind of a jerk. Kind of a jerk. This is a great turn, and we don't even need to play any attacks. We just want to play Bouncing Flasks and Alchemize. Nine damage with the debuff. Kinda hate it. Because the debuff, it makes you frail and weak, I think? I'm just gonna play that because we have 2 liquid memories. We can bring back bullet time if we want. Now, I really don't want you to add garbage to my deck, so I hate to say it, but I am gonna have to smack you. Even though it takes a lot of effort to punch through your freaking shield. You know what, keep the shiv, don't even play it. Dump Tactician. This is a funny one. I think we want to shiv, prepared, dump reflex, and defend. It draws 2. Then you backflip. There's bullet time, by the way. You might as well backflip it. I mean, that's what we want. We want to be able to stockpile cards and then just play them, you know, quickly. That's like perfect. Now, an outmaneuver is decent. Energy has not really been a big problem, though. Played at the correct turn, it is very good energy. But, I think I'm just gonna skip it. No! Take a strike. Thank you. Now, Smith or Key? I think we'll go Key, so we can rest later if we have to. We'll fight an elite. It's Nemesis. Nemesis is not that bad. Nemesis is not that bad. 26 block by default. That's pretty good. 34. There's 34 block. Just hold on to anything that you can, basically, except for like strikes, because we got poison coming up. So yeah, dump the strike. Dude, I really like the potions. I don't really want to draw something, you know? But I think I will. Just like, give me another backflip. Then we'll bullet time. We do have an ancient potion now, so we can prevent vulnerability on the heart fight, which is nice. We have 7 energy, oh my lord. Draw. Might as well roll over the block. And then just dump that out of the deck forever. And then, you know what, screw it. Play a defend, hold the strike. We can play it for offense next turn. There's our bullet time. Bullet time! I want to do damage this turn. We roll over enough block thanks to calipers that now that we've stockpiled the block and we can play so many cards per turn, it actually does make sense to stockpile it. And then whenever you get bullet time, you just, you know, go to town. Okay, so keep Pen Nib. All we gotta do is end turn. He's deceased. Wow, that's a lot of burns. Good stuff. Took no damage. And getting 2 upgrades is really nice here. I'll add another... I'll add another upgraded dodge and roll. And we'll upgrade the reflex and the defend, which is pretty good. So, our innate artifact. It's perfect. We're gonna buy it. We could get Omamori, but there's only like 2 more question marks, so I think it's a little bit unnecessary. Finesse is a little bit of block, and it's free. It's kind of nice. Crippling Cloud. Meal Ticket is healing, but I think if I save my money for the next shop, we might be able to get a better relic from the future. So I think what I'm gonna do is actually just like purge a strike. Excuse me. Lily's Troll says, did you know you can do more than 1 damage while he's intangible? Yeah, the boot. It's very strange. Purge well-laid plans? Ah, that would have been smart. I am tempted to take a calculated gamble. I do worry if we decide to fight another elite, if it's the, you know, the bad one. But maybe we'll get lucky. I'm gonna drink this potion. That's a lot of cards. Oh good, a Pen Nib neutralize. Yeah, fair enough. You know what? Honestly, this seems like a good bullet time turn. Oh, we can smoke bomb if we come up against that boss. You know the one I'm talking about. Freaking Reptomancer. Repto jerk, more like it. Give me a blur. Give me a blade dance. Give me a calculated backflip. Tools of the trade, corpse explosion. That actually went quite well. 2 corpse explosions is quite nice against the Repto jerk. But you've got to be able to handle the fight. I don't know if we can handle the fight, but we'll freaking try. I want to save Piercing Wail, so I'm not going to play Survivor for that. Man, this is going like really freaking well. We're holding on to block turn after turn. We're able to play a lot of our cards every turn. We have a ton of energy. Yeah, it's going pretty nicely. And I like being on 1 with Happy Flower because if it is Reptomancer, we want to have the energy on turn 2, not turn 1. Backstab reflex finisher. We could take another reflex, but I think 1 is honestly just fine. When it gets discarded, it will draw more to replace it, but cards in hand are not really that much of a problem. And we only have, I mean, Tools of the Trade is one of our only discards, but it is tempting. It is tempting, because if you dump it, it will just replace itself with cards that stay in hand. I think I'm okay adding it, honestly. Oh, hello. This is what we prepared for our entire lives. So, oh hey, I can still draw on this turn, fantastic. You've got to go. We will block, block, and then block. And we really don't need much to prevent most of this damage. Like a crippling cloud kills all of the daggers and we only take 3 damage? Dude, this is worth just accepting. I think we just accept that we're gonna take 3 damage because we're ahead of Reptomancer right now. Now you are doing 26 damage on turn 2, which makes you kind of a jerk, but we should still be able to get around this. Pen nib. Thank you, I think. Yeah. This is good. I actually think I'm gonna dump the smoke bomb and take alchemize, just to get a new potion. Fear potion's not really what I wanted, but we'll take it, I guess. There's our other reflex. I think we just want to play Blade Dance, dump it. Next turn we can dump reflex or tactician. You not doing anything means we dump tactician. Well, we probably dump the wound, and then we can prepare to dump these 2. Yeah, so play it. Play it. Roll over. Defend. And then we could just calculate it if we want. Get closer to bullet time, dump the wound. But you might as well save this. Well. I think we play it. Should have saved the neutralize. But now we're almost guaranteed to draw bullet time. In fact, we are guaranteed to draw bullet time. Which means everything in our hand is playable. So, start by killing the daggers. Put up block. We can't draw. But so let's not play Survivor Reflex. Let's instead work you down. We're taking no damage. Rolling over 29 block. Prepared. Dump, dump. That's very good. Oh my lord. And then honestly, if we play another corpse explosion, you're gonna do 50 damage and kill everyone, so. Great, we took 3 damage. Ancient T-set is fine. Dude, I'm gonna take another tactician. I think taking these cards is not bad. They're pretty decent. Upgrade all cards, you can no longer heal to full, get a curse or rare relic. We'll go rare relic, because everything else there kind of blows a little. Speaking of blow, this turn blows, but at least we have a defense in hand. Dump reflex. Now, if we play bullet time, we can still draw. So let's play bullet time and then play everything else. Turns out you just need calipers to handle a Reptomancer, says Milt Thompson, or holding on to all of your cards every turn also helps. Explosive potion, not really what we wanted. I'll be honest, I think we want to calculated this, get to better cards. He's actually gonna debuff me, which is really not that bad because we have 50 block that we're rolling over. Stormworm, welcome to the stream, how you doing? Some dump a card, prepared. All right, fine. Give me a bullet time. Shunk, 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 shunk. Deck looks fun. This is actually a very decent deck. Once we get Tools of the Trade out, these Tacticians being infinitely playable and the reflexes is so nice to help you deal with your energy and draw. I mean, look at our Look at our block. We're not really even trying to put up this much block. It's just kind of happening naturally. This is a fun run and a fun deck we have. We have 113 block. I think I just play these and then we'll dump the reflex. We got bullet time. Sounds good to me. We'll play it next turn. Dump a card. Dump the piercing wheel. We don't need it. Draw, neutralize, survivor, tactician, draw, bullet time, blur, defend, dodge. Let's get back to pen nib, defend, 166 block. Like, if we're not frail and not vulnerable against the heart, we can put up a lot of block, and I'm so happy about it. Acrobatic would be nice. I would add one if it showed up. I would. Ice cream, beautiful. Actually, like, phenomenally useful. And there's our acrobatics, which I think we do want for the draw and discard. There is a shop. Believe it or not, I do not think this is worth membership card. We don't have enough money to make it work. Basically double the price. So what, 346? We have less than that, so it's probably not worth buying. Because we're not gonna get, what's 346 minus 211? We're not gonna get 120 gold between here and the next shop. So unfortunately, no. Footwork is nice. You know, add more block. Why not? Good upgrade target too. Another blur could be nice, but I don't think we need it. I don't really want to purge a card too either. I want to wait for the next shop. If we get lucky, we'll get some good relics for sale, but you never know. Dump. A defend. If we play bullet time, we can still draw. Not really that important. That being said, why don't we just like hold on to the cards then? I mean, that we have 5 cards, we'll draw 5. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that's pretty decent. Hey, Lady Aranine, thank you for the gift subs to the chat. Okay, footwork. Defend. Defend. Corpse explosion. Dodge and roll. Blade dance. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him. I have to remember that we do have ice cream now, so if we have excess energy, we need to hold it. You're doing 14 damage. We do have 65 block. The block is going to be, it's going to go away quite quickly. But at least for now, it's okay. Honestly, give me a new potion. Liquid memories. It's actually pretty good because we can bring back like a bullet time if we want. I don't think we want to though. It's actually a weird turn where we just add poison. And I'll be honest with you, if we get tools of the trade, we can start discarding every turn now. Dump the bad reflex because we have it prepared. We want to footwork, neutralize, prepared, dump reflex tactician. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards. Blur, backflip. Survivor, no bullet time, but that's fine. We just want to slowly add poison to this guy. Because he's dead in like 6 turns, and we roll over like 50 block every turn, ideally, so in theory, we can get enough block where we never take damage. This is a very blocky deck, and I really like it. I like big blocks. What do we do on this turn? I mean, I guess we could bullet time. Just play that. Hit him for whatever damage we can. Save acrobatics for a discard. Rolling over 107 block. And honestly, like, we get through the deck pretty quickly. You know, it's not the fastest I've ever gotten through a deck and shuffled, but it's not that, it doesn't take that long to go through it. Especially with these reflexes adding in to the draw value. We should have played Blade Dance and gotten closer to Pen Nib. We only have Blade Dance and Neutralizes attacks in the deck anyways, but still. Dagger Throw, Expertise, Leg Sweep. It's actually tough. It feels like we don't need more discard because of Tools of the Trade. Leg Sweep adding more weakness would be really nice. Because we only have Neutralize for weakness. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna add a Leg Sweep. And we will upgrade, I think. Honestly, it's either Footwork or Leg Sweep, I think. Tactician for more energy. You know, that does seem great, because with Ice Cream, you want to have energy turn after turn, right? And Awaken One, I'm not really that worried about, because we only play one power. Well-Laid Plans is an accidental power we don't even want. So we'll play it. This is actually kind of a garbage turn. We're gonna take 18 damage. And there's not really much that we can do. We're gonna take 10 damage. Now we have 7 energy. Sorry, 9 energy. We will play Footwork. Well, let's play this first. 12 damage. We don't need to play Footwork. We could stall on the powers until after we roll him. You know, why play it right now? Because we roll over the energy and the cards. Let's just wait. Dump a Defend, because we can draw. Piercing Will in his death turn, he doesn't get the strength back. Ooh, is that some weird bug I've never known of? That's pretty cool to know. Fun little game breaks, I love it. We still have artifacts, so I'm kind of tempted to bring back Bullet Time, but I think we'd actually be better off bringing back a backflip for the draw, or even like a Corpse Explosion to work him down a little bit more. Like, we have the energy to play everything we want. So let's Liquid Memories back a, let's just bring back a backflip, because he's already dead next turn. We get a Smoke Bomb. Not really what we wanted. So we'll just block, and maybe we'll play Acrobatics, I guess. Draw more cards, sure. Maybe like, dump the Reflex and then dodge and roll. Sure, why not? So you're dead, you're gonna kill your friend. You're gonna take 104 damage and hit me for 18. That's not that bad. We're gonna dump it. We're not gonna play After Image until he flips. So this is fine. This is another 52 damage to the boss, which is pretty nice. We'll hold on to Bouncing Flask so that we can play it after the boss dies. Dump Blade Dance. All right, this is pretty good. Survivor Reflex. Bullet Time. We can still draw, thank God for that. We'll just play all of our blocks. Maybe we'll be able to start rolling over blocks, you never know. Oh good, we rolled over 4. It's fantastic. Let's, do we need cards? No. Let's dump the energy to get it out of hand. Okay. It's gonna be a long fight, but with our energy rollover and card rollover and, you know, reflexes and tacticians, he can't hurt us. There's nothing he can do to us. All we have to do is just slowly kill him to death. You heard me. I'm actually gonna dump a footwork. I'll dump a corpse explosion too. We're not gonna roll over much block here, but at least we get 10. Dump the reflex, because we can survivor tactician. Dump well-laid plans and after image. Draw. Discard tactician. And we're actually like relatively close to an infinite deck, which would be really fun. I don't really try to do heavy draw discard decks, but you know, it's working. It's working beautifully. Okay, I'm just gonna bullet time. We have enough cards. Okay, so you're dead. We can play Footworks next turn. All we need to do here is roll over block and get Pen Nib going. We're gonna have like 14 energy next turn. There's 85 block. Once you play 2 Footworks, all of a sudden the deck looks really good. It's like, oh right, we can play a lot of cards every turn. We can dump that. Tactician, Blur, Bouncing Flasks. So, draw. It's not really what we wanted, but draw. Draw. Dump. We can dump the energy on this turn, just play these. We have bullet time and reflex this turn, so we can draw a full hand and play it all. Yeah. And then, like, you might as well just hold prepared reflex. So you get another good turn next turn. Oh, hey, Void. Oh no, I lose 1 energy. We don't even care about Blade Dance anymore, so get rid of that. Get rid of Reflex Tactician, you draw more cards. I mean, we are putting up like an additional 80 block every turn and we're rolling over most of it. This is pretty decent. And by pretty decent, I mean one of the better, more interesting runs that I've had. It's gonna be tough against the Heart, but what I feel is that the Heart fight isn't gonna purge the poison, so the damage is gonna be a little bit more consistent. But I don't know. Okay, we just discarded 2 reflexes, so that's pretty good. Calculated gamble might make it closer to infinite. I suppose you could discard like 10 cards and get back to your tacticians. It's a strange one because I don't really know what to change in the deck. Like, what would we want to add in or upgrade or whatever to make it better? Catalyst could help. Yeah, Catalyst. Caltrops would also be kind of nice. To be able to Caltrops and be able to do passive damage would make sure that we could kill him before the boss gets out of control. Man, 297 block. Yeah, you stood no chance. This deck is like watching paint dry. Welcome to how I play the silent. We don't need to rest. I would much rather upgrade a card. There's so many good things to upgrade. And I gotta admit, I actually do think that Calculated Gamble could be good, as could After Image or Footwork. Dex admittedly has not been a big problem. Being able to discard your entire hand could be good. We're playing a lot of cards every turn though. Do we really need to upgrade this? It wouldn't hurt. Especially on a long heart fight, it would not hurt. You haven't seen such a block-focused deck before, says Milt Thompson. It is weirdly block-focused, I will admit that. You know what, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. And here, we can only really do a couple of things with the amount of money that we have. I think another Piercing Wail's totally fine, and then we'll just purge a card. I don't really care about these, and we already have potions. We'll get rid of Smoke Bomb and alchemize a new potion. But I think we want Piercing Wail, and I think we just want to purge the well-laid plans. We don't need, like, here's what I like about Piercing Wail. If we have 100 block and the boss is doing 90 damage, we play Piercing Wail, we roll over the block over for the following turn. You know, Piercing Wail, we can just save it for either lethal or for just good value. Okay, we have 2 reflexes and 7 energy. Okay, well, I suppose we'll discard 1. I mean, Piercing Wail next turn is amazing. Crippling Cloud now purges. Let's draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We want to backflip. And then I think we want to bullet time now. Alchemize a potion. It's a good potion. Good potion. Now, Acrobatics is playable for free. If we draw some sort of like footwork, I want to play this first. We didn't. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 10 cards in hand. I think we just want to dump Tactician. We will purge their artifact. Piercing Wail can be used next turn. Yeah, because it'll mean that this guy does 0 damage, essentially. So we'll just end turn. We lost 1 strength, who cares? So you're doing 44 damage, oh no, you're dead. We don't have to play Piercing Wail, but we have another one. So to roll over the block, I will absolutely do this. We have Tools of the Trade, so now our engine is functional. Dump the reflex. And then we want after image, footwork. Prepared? Footwork, leg sweep. We don't have to play calculated gamble. I really want to play corpse explosion, then calculated gamble. If we play calculated gamble, we'll dump the tactician anyways, so we'll just do it like this. So we want to turn, and we can neutralize with pen nib. Beautiful. And then I think we will calculate it because that's pretty garbage draw. At least we do get a backflip. And then a piercing wail will save us damage on this turn. Next turn's gonna suck a little bit, but we can dump reflexes and draw lots of defense. With 4 decks up, I think we just want to play this. We're not gonna roll over any block, but that's fine. Yes, we have burns, I know. So dump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can dump the good reflex. Okay, then you survivor a tactician, acrobatics. Now we can dump a burn. Then you can prepared, dump a reflex and a burn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then honestly, I think you just bullet time. Save the backflips. Roll over block. Make you weak. More block, more block, more block, more block. And then for 1 energy, we can play this next turn. It's a slow deck, but we can do this taking no damage. Bullet time and nonsense is coming up. Let's, prepared? We have so many reflexes and tacticians coming up. I don't really want to calculated gamble through it. I think we will backflip and defend. Roll over 1 energy. And roll over like 24 block. Dump the tactician. Play it. Okay, not a very good split, but that's fine. Neutralize, defend, defend, defend. Reflex will cause us to draw. But if we hold calculated gamble, we can get out of the burns. But next turn, we can just discard them with survivor anyways. So I think we just want a calculated gamble now. And then I think you just want to blur. Saves you 15 block because of calipers. You're doing 60 damage, which is really not that bad. Let's draw more. No more discard. Bullet time. So close to killing you. This is gonna be a tough fight against the heart, but I'm looking forward to it hopefully succeeding. Because this is fun. This is a fun build and a fun deck. We have to do that much damage to you. You're dead. You're also gonna do just an absurd amount of damage to your friend. We did just trigger Sundial, unfortunately. That's fine. 900 damage. We get Nunchuck. Well, we play like no physical attacks. Duplication Potion is probably better than Weakness, because we can duplicate like either After Image or like a Tools of the Trade or Footwork probably. And we'll just take another Leg Sweep, because it'll be free with Bullet Time. Or we could take Prepared. Dude, let's double down on the Prepared. It's fun. Now, if we play Bullet Time, we will lose 1 artifact. That being said, when the hell do you play freaking Ancient Potion against this guy? We have no other debuffs that we apply except for we can't draw anymore, so I don't know. I don't know. Let's start with the Crippling Cloud and the Prepared. We could double Crippling Cloud. We get so much more value doubling like a Footwork or something. I forgot that you have +1 strength and I only have 2 Piercing Wails. Oh, right. Well, we're gonna draw a lot of stuff. I'm gonna play Sunblock, 1 Tools. We can save this and play it next turn. Play a Bouncing Flask. We'll be weak next turn, but we won't be vulnerable, and we're not gonna be frail. So we're only gonna be weak. I think we save Ancient Potion and use it to prevent Bullet Time's negative next turn. It's like really weird, but I think that's probably the play. We could play Prepared now. Hope we draw well, but I would like to have it to maybe dump Tacticians or something. We're gonna have too many cards in hand, but we can Bullet Time and then still play Prepared if we take the Ancient Potion. We also get 14 block, which is pretty good. So dump the Burn. It might even be worth playing Piercing Wail right now just to get ahead of this guy, but if we weaken him, he's only doing 30. Prepared, dump it. We need this in hand. We can dump a Corpse Explosion, I think. We have other things to play. We could also just double a Crippling Cloud, but I don't think that's good enough. This is not great because I really want Footworks in hand to double, and we have no draw. The Ancient Potion is kind of wasted right now, but I don't want to spend Alchemize. I guess we could just save the Alchemize Potion. So let's play Crippling Cloud. Actually, let's just play Bullet Time. Crippling Cloud, Corpse Explosion, Blur, Dodge and Roll. We'll take 11 damage. We'll be at 51 HP. 50. You're doing 34. That's really not much at all. We will Duplication Potion Footwork. We have the energy and we have the Heart Beat of Death capacity and block to play an Alchemize. It's a freaking fairy in a bottle potion. All right, well, that's pretty decent. It's a highly great potion to have. Let us draw. Footwork. Neutralize. Draw. Acrobatics. Draw. Dump the Dump the Blade Dance. So we don't play that. Dump the Slime. Oh God. Lady Aranine, thank you for the gift sub, by the way. I actually think we don't play anything. Calculated Gamble's great to have to roll over cards, and if we play a defend, we still lose 15 block. I'd rather save the energy for next turn. He's weak for all of his attacks next cycle, so I think we just stall. You know, dump a burn, and then now we can put up some blocks. So give me a dodge and roll. Acrobatics. Antacity. Thank you for this subscription as well. Thank you and hello, welcome. Draw. Now Survivor has a target to hit, so we'll Survivor. Could also Calculated Gamble, but I want to play these. Good Purge. Corpse Explosion. Let's defend. End turn. With Calculated Gamble in hand and 2 Piercing Wails, we can easily get around this attack. In fact, I think you just play Calculated Gamble, honestly. We draw so much, it's probably worth it, and then we can, actually think we'll just play Bullet Time now. No, I think this is a weird one. I think we'll Ancient Potion Bullet Time, so we can still draw after we shuffle these things into the discard pile. And in theory, we can roll over a lot of block on this turn. And we can start stockpiling block for the future turns. We need more poison out there. We're not doing enough damage, but we only have 2, poison enabling cards, so it's kind of hard to get those out quick enough. Even now I'm like, I think we just play Bouncing Flask and accept the loss of 15 block. 50 poison means we only need to live for 12 more turns, but that is gonna be tough. You are doing a lot of damage, but we can get around that. We have a leg sweep. We also have Bullet Time coming up if we luck into drawing it. We can also play Piercing Wail, but I think we save these for the plus 10 strength turns. I think we're gonna need them. I hate to say it, but I think we are gonna need them. Well, we could Calculated Gamble into all this, but I think we need weakness. Now you're only doing 75 damage. So we're pretty much there. I think I'm gonna Survivor, Calculated, and I was specifically looking for poison, so I'm glad we got it. Dump the Tactician, roll over 37 damage, not a problem. Weaken you. We should play cards for draw first. I want to hold this in hand. This is a fine enough one. Okay. 64 damage per turn. I think we're gonna win. I think we're gonna make it because I think we have enough Piercing Wail capability to get around the plus 10 strength. I think we'll be able to get there. In fact, we can save 1 Piercing Wail because we only need 1 in hand. So let's Stump this one, save this one. You're only at 7 strength, so we have more time than I thought we had. It's not a great turn, but it could be a very good defensive turn, like just stack up poison and then hit you with a neutralize. And then I guess we could acrobatics to like get to dump the wound, but I'd rather do that next turn, I think. I mean, you know, save the energy. I mean, you have 92 poison. You are dead before you kill us at this point. We will win. We will defeat Ascension level 19 as the Silent with a weird, like, poison discard deck with the Reflex and the Tactician. That's freaking great. What's coming up? Backflip, backflip, tactician, tactician. Honestly? I want new cards. Oh man, we have so much energy too. I mean, this is one hell of a hand. Like, just end turn. Piercing Wail, backflips, 19 strength, but he's dead before he attacks us anyways because he didn't do his multi-hit first. Ya backflip. You backflip. You bullet time, you defend, you defend, you defend, you defend. Might as well, might as well. End turn, taking no damage. We took 11 damage on turn like 2, and since then we've taken nothing. By the way, you are doing, admittedly, 135 damage. Kind of a lot. Let's see. Okay, well. Even with the Piercing Wail, that wasn't enough to save us on this turn, but he's dead anyways. You gotta run the math with Fairy in a Bottle. I think maybe we would have survived, but hey, Ascension 19 complete as the Silent. We've done it. And with a absurdly strange deck, but I have a newfound appreciation for Reflex and Tactician in a Silent deck. Those were fantastic cards. We had 2 of each, and with only a few ways of discarding, you know, a couple of prepareds, 1 Tools of the Trade, 1 Survivor, and 1 Acrobatics, we were discarding them all the time, getting such absurd value from them. And we held on to cards with Runic Pyramid, and we held on to energy with Ice Cream, which just made Reflex and Tactician that much better. We didn't need these relics to make the cards work because with Tools of the Trade we could discard 1 per turn, and with, you know, the other cards in hand we were fine. But both Runic Pyramid and Ice Cream is so good with Tactician and Reflex. Those are such great cards. I had a lot of fun with that one. 135 run Jesus says Ogrim. Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta take your time on these runs when things are actually going quite well early. So we rested, upgraded, 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 rested, recalled, upgraded, upgraded. Only a couple of rests. Very nice. Milt Thompson says, I liked it when he used his weird deck on the Reptomancer. First of all, F Reptomancer. Second of all, we took 3 damage. With two corpse explosions, Reptomancer is less of an issue because if you kill one dagger, you kill them all. And especially on turn 2, you know, that saves you 68 damage if you can kill all the daggers. So that's absurd value. Fantastic run, I had a lot of fun with that one, very interesting. Heavy block build, calipers, runic pyramid, ice cream. A lot of fun. We got very good relics, extremely good relics to make this work. But I would like to believe that it could have worked even without the relics. A malaise would have been so nice. Tactician into like a 5 energy malaise. All of a sudden, instead of taking 135 damage on the heart turn, we would take like 30, 45, something like that. Would have made it so much easier. Anyways, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more, check me out on Twitch. For when I go live, support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Slay the Spire.